Hello, my Cancer placements. We're going to jump into your February reading here. We're going to see what February has in store for your zodiac sign. You can listen for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Really, any placement can resonate as well. So you can also cross watch if you want to cross watch for a Cancer. That is welcome here too. Going to jump into your messages for February. So this is just going to be a general spread. So I'm just going to call out what I see. If I see love, I'll mention love. If I see finances, could really be anything coming your way. This is just going to be a general reading for the month of February. Let's get into it. Spirit, what does the month of February have in stores for my Cancer placement? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does February have in store for my Cancer placement? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What can Cancer expect in the month of February, Spirit? What can my Cancers expect? Okay, possibly some unmet desires here, some possible lack of fulfillment you might feel in February. I'm gonna see I'm gonna see possibly what this could be about. Why the Nine of Cups in reverse? Why the Nine of Cups reverse? Why the Nine of Cups reverse? Yeah, you may be very introverted in the month of February, Cancer. I'm obviously going to pull more cards and we're going to get deeper into the reading to see like what's really going on. But right off the bat, I'm sensing a lack of fulfillment may be taking place in your life. That could be different for all of you. It could be, life. It could be your job. It could be like low self-worth, really anything. Like I said, we're going to dive deeper into the reading and see like what else is going on. But I'm seeing you being very you're definitely going to draw back in the month of February. You could be keeping to yourself more often as well. Maybe you don't want to go out as often. Maybe you don't want to socialize. Maybe you might have some people, if people were to ask you out or want to do a lot of like social events with you, or even just something as simple as like having a phone conversation with you. You could be very to yourself in the month of February, Cancer, but it might be necessary. You might have a lot of self-reflecting to do. Maybe you just need a break. It's possible that if you've been socializing too much lately or going out and doing things, I'm getting a sense of somebody that just needs a break. We're gonna see why. What else can Cancer expect in the month of February? Why is Cancer needing a break? What's going on with Cancer? The month of February, Spirit, what's going on with my Cancer placements? Yeah, I don't know, Cancer. You're not going to be feeling very open. You're not going to be feeling sociable. You're not going to be feeling open to new things. You could be feeling very held back in the month of February. There's a part of you that just wants to go within. You may just want to stay home and like keep to yourself. I don't know, whatever it is you like to do at home. Maybe you guys maybe some of you out there, some of you might like to read a lot, or you just want to cozy up with like Netflix or Hulu, whatever streaming platform you have, if you have one. Um, yeah, I'm seeing somebody that's not wanting to start something new. Somebody's very hesitant to begin any kind of new journey right now. Somebody really just wants solitude and to be alone in the month of February, Cancer. And you could also be feeling like a lack of fulfillment. I wonder what's going on. Why is Cancer feeling this energy? Sorry, my light just went out. Why is Cancer feeling this energy in the month of February, Spirit? Why is Cancer feeling so hermited and closed off in the month of February? Okay. It's possible that you may be feeling I'm definitely sensing a lack of self-worth here for somebody out there, a lack of, you may also be having trouble with money right now. You could be having some, sorry, didn't realize that you can't even see the cards. You may be having some kind of trouble with your finances in the month of February. That's possibly why you could want to retreat and go within, or you could be dealing with somebody at work that is very stubborn and arrogant, possibly somebody that has poor judgment. Hmm. Sorry, Cancer. I was just looking at these cards and trying to see if there's any other messages popping up before I move on to another card. Yeah, I don't know. Some of you out there in February, like, I'm not trying to be negative or anything. I'm just being honest and reading what the cards have to say. I'm sensing just so far a lack of resources, maybe a lack of money, some kind of lack of fulfillment, and it looks like you're going to be feeling very, very introverted and closed off in the month of February. Like I said earlier, you may not be open to any kind of new ventures right now. That could be meeting new people, going to new places, starting new projects, starting a new job. Like I think you want to surround yourself with something or people, whatever it is, uh, people and places that are very familiar to you. I was about to say significant. There could be significant relationship in your life as well. What else for Cancer in the month of February, Spirit? What else for Cancer? What else for Cancer? All right. You may have felt some kind of loss in the recent past. Loss in a way where like you could have had somebody you could have had somebody in your energy where it felt as though they were trying to take something away from you. It could have been a slightly competitive environment where you felt like somebody was trying to take away your shine, take away your attention from other people, take away your, I don't know, dim down your talents in some way. You could have had somebody that maybe tried to make you feel in the dark, so to speak, and somebody that didn't really recognize your potential, or they recognized your potential and that possibly could have caused some jealousy in another person. But I'm sensing here somebody yeah, somebody here is going to be feeling unvictorious or something about like feeling like you didn't accomplish something that you wanted to, or um feeling like something you really wanted recognition for isn't panning out for you in the month of February like you hoped it would. Damn, sorry, Cancer. It's just like almost all these, every single card except the Hermit is in the reverse. Uh, what else for Cancer in the month of February, Spirit? What else for Cancer in the month of February? What else for Cancer? Oh my God. I'm sorry, Cancer. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Somebody here is just not feeling recognized or not feeling seen in some way, a lack of fulfillment. I'm not going to lie, like, this is giving very depressing energy. This is giving somebody who, like I said, they don't want to go out, they want to be in solitude, they want to keep to themselves. I'm getting a vision of somebody just like locked, like staying in their apartment or house. Obviously, not when they, not when you have to go to work or like have not counting responsibilities like having to go to work, having to go to the grocery store and all that, but I mean just anytime you have free time, I have a vision of somebody who's just staying in their apartment. They're keeping to themselves. They're maybe reading a lot or napping a lot, or watching TV, Netflix, streaming shows and movies. Somebody who is very reluctant to any kind of new beginning, like somebody who doesn't want to do any trips, they don't want to meet new people, they don't want to go out, they're not open to any new opportunities coming their way. And on top of that, it's because there's some kind of lack of fulfillment, lack of self-harmony with oneself, lack of confidence. Like overall, somebody here just feels like, I'm getting like an outcast energy. I'm getting an image or vision of somebody who was cast out like a black sheep. Like maybe in this sense, in the month of February, you could be feeling like a black sheep, and somebody here is just feeling really alone. Like somebody here is feeling really misunderstood and alone, and I don't know. This reading's making me sad, but anyway, let me pull more cards. Let's hope that we have some more positive cards coming out here, please. Spirit, what else do you have for my Cancers? My Sun, Moon, Risings, and Venuses. What else for Cancer? Doing a good shuffle. All right. You could be feeling very nostalgic. I feel like part of the reason why you may be feeling this energy in February, everything I just mentioned, you're feeling really nostalgic. This is going to be different for all of you. You guys could be feeling very nostalgic about a past relationship, whether it be romantic, it could be, excuse me, um, it could be a family relationship, possibly family, old friendships. You could be reminiscing on memories from your childhood as well. Something about your childhood could be very significant. You may be hoping and wishing for older times, like, I don't know, quote unquote, the good old days, whatever that means to you. Like, you may be reminiscing on times where, I don't know, you were a kid, life was simpler, not having to pay rent and bills and deal with all the responsibilities as an adult. But once again, this is going to be different for all of you. I'm just giving a very cliche example right now, but somebody here is definitely going to be feeling very nostalgic in the month of February. Like you're thinking back to other times. Let's see. What else for Cancer? Finally, a more positive card. You could be, besides all this introverted energy that I mentioned and like lack of fulfillment, possibly, you may be working hard on something right now. This could be a physical, literal project. It could be your actual work or job, or you may be working hard to restore your self-confidence. You may be working hard to restore your self-confidence. Um, you could be working really hard on your insecurities, and with the Hermit card being there that I pulled out earlier, you could be really going within and like working on your inner demons in a way. I know that might sound kind of dramatic, but with all these reversal cards, and some of them are major arcanas too, like I said, I feel like somebody here in the month of February is just really, I feel like I haven't pulled the Tower or anything. I haven't pulled anything that is igniting a transformation energy, but you could be going through your own small like transformation right now, even if that's just like healing from the past. Six of Cups, working possibly with the Three of Pentacles under the Six of Cups. You could be working really hard to get over the past and put old memories to bed, or you could be working really hard on overcoming the past, whether this is like from your childhood, whether this is the past, could even be like a year ago. The Six of Cups is usually represented with childhood, but it doesn't have to be. It could be, the past could be like 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It could be your childhood. Like it could be any time that's obviously not in the present moment. But I feel like you could be working hard to overcome some kind of trauma or insecurities from the past, or maybe current insecurities that you could be having right now. All right, I'm going to see what's at the bottom of the deck, and then I'm going to give you the zodiac signs. All right, Justice at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like in February sometime, I feel like you are going to be coming into more of a balanced energy. So you may start to, you're either going to get, you, I don't know how to explain this. There could be karma coming your way, but it could be positive karma. Maybe any heavy self-doubt and introverted energy that a lot of these cards are showing. You could end up finding a balance with all this and coming out of this dark energy. It's just going to take a little bit of patience. You could also possibly have some friends or group of people that may try to help you out as well, or at least reach out to you, and like somebody may try talking to you, checking in on you, seeing if everything is okay, or at least if you are going to be in any kind of like kind of downer energy. I mean, I do hope that you have like some kind of I hope you have some kind of support group out there that's like somebody's at least going to be checking in on you, seeing if you're okay. Or you could also be seeking guidance from somebody. Maybe some of you may be going to a counselor or a therapist, but by the end of February, I think all this introverted energy that I mentioned, going within, keeping to yourself, not feeling good enough, not feeling victorious, feeling a lack of fulfillment, all those negative things I mentioned earlier. I think by the end of February, you're going to be coming into a balance with this energy. And it may be because you're Three of Pentacles, you're working hard to get over the past, you're working hard to get over past traumas, past hurts, past betrayals, anything that could have really disappointed you in the past. I feel like you're going to be working hard to get over that in the month of February. Um, the zodiac signs that you could be dealing with, if you are dealing with a romantic relationship, um, I didn't really pull any major romantic energy from this reading, but everybody's situation is different. So for some of you, maybe you feel this introverted hermit energy. It could have been because of another person. Maybe somebody did make you feel this way in the past. There could have been a betrayal, but I'm not really sensing, I mean, Six of Wands reverse, I guess in a way it can represent betrayal to some extent, maybe not as hardcore or maybe not as dramatic as some other cards that would represent betrayal, but I don't know, there could have been a betrayal in the past that you experienced. And like I said, I think you're going to be working hard to get over past hurts and resentments, trying to heal yourself in the month of February. And that can definitely be a positive thing with the Hermit here, really going within. Yeah, I think eventually by the end of February, I think this energy should balance out with the Justice card being here. Anyway, zodiac signs that I have here, I have Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, and Aquarius. Also Libra. So Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Virgo, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio are like the main signs that I have here. Now you could have these signs somewhere in your natal chart, maybe your big three, or you could be dealing with somebody in the month of February who may have one of these zodiac signs that I just mentioned. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Cancer, for the month of February 2026. If any of these messages resonated with you, or you like this video, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below if this had resonated with you in any way. And I will see you during your next reading, Cancer. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.